You think you're making a healthy choice buying canned sardines. But most brands are hiding something dangerous inside those little tins, and it has nothing to do with the fish itself. We're talking about toxic oils, heavy metals, and contaminants that could be working against your health with every bite. Today, you'll discover the 7 sardine brands you should never buy, the 2 that are actually safe, and the red flags to look for on every label. And trust me, brand number 4 will shock you because it's everywhere. Let's expose the truth. Part 1: the 7 sardine brands to avoid at all costs. Brand type number 1. Sardines packed in soybean oil. This is the most common type you'll find on grocery shelves, and it's the worst choice. Most canned sardines come packed in soybean oil, a highly processed oil that's often extracted using chemical solvents and subjected to high heat during processing. Soybean oil is extremely high in omega-6 fatty acids. While some omega-6 is necessary, the modern diet contains far too much relative to omega-3s. This imbalance has been studied in relation to various inflammatory processes. Research examining dietary fat ratios suggests that excessive omega-6 intake relative to omega-3 may affect various biological markers. The irony? You're buying sardines for their omega-3 content, but the soybean oil they're packed in works against that benefit. The omega-6 in the oil can compete with omega-3 absorption and utilization in your body. Additionally, many soybean oils used in commercial canning are partially hydrogenated or contain trans fats, even in small amounts. They're also frequently derived from genetically modified soybeans that may have been treated with various agricultural chemicals. Red flag words on the label: soybean oil, vegetable oil, usually soybean, partially hydrogenated oil. Brand type number 2, sardines with BPA-lined cans. BPA, bisphenol A, is a compound used in many can linings that researchers study for its potential effects as an endocrine-disrupting compound. Studies have found that BPA can leach from can linings into food, particularly with oily or acidic products like sardines. Research examining BPA exposure has found associations with various biological markers. The concern is particularly notable with foods consumed regularly. If you're eating sardines several times weekly for health benefits, you could be getting consistent BPA exposure. Many brands have switched to BPA-free linings, but some haven't. Even worse, some BPA-free alternatives use similar compounds like BPS or BPF that haven't been studied as extensively and may have similar concerns. What to look for? Many brands now clearly state BPA-free on the label or packaging. If it doesn't say BPA-free, assume it contains BPA. Some brands use glass jars instead, which eliminates this concern entirely. Brand type number 3, sardines from unspecified or questionable sources. Not all sardines come from clean waters. Some brands don't specify where their fish are caught, which is a major red flag. Sardines from heavily polluted waters can contain higher levels of contaminants, even though sardines are generally lower in mercury than larger fish. Research examining fish from different regions has found varying levels of contaminants based on water quality and industrial pollution in those areas. The Atlantic, Pacific, and Mediterranean all have different environmental profiles. Some brands source from countries with less stringent fishing regulations or from areas known for higher pollution levels. Without transparency about sourcing, you're gambling with what's actually in your tin. What to look for on the label. Specific sourcing information: wild caught from the Pacific Northwest, sustainably caught in the Atlantic, or product of Morocco. Vague labels that just say product of multiple countries, or no sourcing information at all are red flags. Brand type number 4, major grocery store brands, the cheap options. And here's brand type number 4, the one that shocks people because these are the brands everyone recognizes. The cheapest sardines at major grocery stores, usually store brands or bottom shelf options, often check multiple boxes on the avoid list. These brands typically use soybean oil, BPA-lined cans, unspecified sourcing, and the lowest quality fish. They maximize profit by cutting costs everywhere possible. The sardines themselves may be older, smaller, or lower quality. The oils are the cheapest available. The cans use whatever's most affordable. Research examining food quality across price points consistently finds differences in sourcing, processing, and ingredient quality. When it comes to canned fish, the cheapest option is almost never the best choice for your health. Specific brands to be cautious with. Without naming specific brands to avoid legal issues, be very skeptical of store brands that cost significantly less than premium options and don't specify their sourcing or oil type. Brand type number 5, sardines in vegetable oil, mystery oil. When a label just says vegetable oil, without specifying which vegetable, that's a red flag. It's usually the cheapest oil available, often soybean, but sometimes a blend of various processed oils. These mystery oils are typically highly refined, processed at high temperatures, and may contain various additives or degradation products from the refining process. Research examining refined oils has found that processing methods can affect the final nutritional profile and create various compounds. The lack of transparency about which oil is used suggests the manufacturer prioritizes cost over quality. If they're not willing to specify the oil, what else aren't they telling you? What it really means, vegetable oil, almost always means soybean oil, but could also include canola, corn, or cottonseed oil, all highly processed omega-6 rich oils that work against the health benefits you're seeking from sardines. Brand type number 6, sardines with added preservatives and artificial ingredients. Some sardine brands add unnecessary preservatives, artificial flavors, or other additives. While sardines themselves are naturally preserved through the canning process, some manufacturers add extra ingredients for shelf stability or flavor enhancement. Common additives include sodium benzoate, potassium sorbate, artificial smoke flavoring, MSG or related flavor enhancers, and various stabilizers. Research examining food additives suggests that some individuals may be sensitive to certain preservatives, and some additives have been studied for various biological effects. Pure sardines should have a very short ingredient list: sardines, oil or water, salt. That's it. If you see a long list of ingredients you can't pronounce, that's a red flag. Red flag ingredients. Any ingredient list longer than 5 items, chemical names you don't recognize, natural flavors, which can hide various additives, or numbered additives. Brand type number 7. Sardines in cottonseed oil. Cottonseed oil deserves its own category because it's particularly problematic. Cotton isn't considered a food crop, so it's often subjected to higher levels of agricultural chemicals compared to food crops. Cottonseed oil can contain residues from these treatments. Additionally, cottonseed oil is highly processed and high in omega-6 fatty acids, similar to soybean oil. Research examining cottonseed oil has raised questions about its nutritional profile and processing methods. It's less common than soybean oil in sardine cans, but some brands still use it because it's inexpensive. Always check the label. What to look for: avoid any sardines listing cottonseed oil in the ingredients. Before we reveal the 2 sardine brands that are actually safe, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications. We cut through food industry marketing to bring you the truth about what you're really eating. Now let's talk about the good options. Part 2: the 2 types of sardines that are actually safe. After all those warnings, let's focus on what you should be buying. There are 2 main categories of sardines that consistently check all the safety boxes. Safe option number 1. Wild-caught sardines in olive oil, from reputable brands. This is the gold standard. Look for sardines that specify wild-caught, not farmed, though sardines are rarely farmed anyway. Packed in extra virgin olive oil or high-quality olive oil, BPA-free cans or glass jars. Specific sourcing information: Portugal, Morocco, Spain, Pacific Northwest. Short ingredient list: sardines, olive oil, salt. Why olive oil matters: unlike soybean or other vegetable oils, Olive oil provides beneficial monounsaturated fats that don't interfere with omega-3 absorption. Research examining olive oil has found associations with various positive markers. It adds to the health benefits rather than detracting from them. Reputable brands to look for. Without making this an advertisement, look for brands that are transparent about sourcing, use sustainable fishing practices, clearly state BPA-free on packaging, and have certifications from organizations that verify seafood quality. Premium sardine brands often cost more. Expect to pay $4 to $8 per tin instead of $2 to $3. But you're paying for quality sourcing, better oils, safer cans, and transparency. The health difference is worth the extra cost. Safe option number 2, sardines in water, from transparent sources. The second safe option is sardines packed in water, either spring water or filtered water. This eliminates concerns about oil quality entirely. You're getting pure sardines with the natural oils intact. Benefits of water packed: no added oils that could work against omega-3 benefits, easier to control your fat sources. You can add your own olive oil at home, often lower in calories if that's a concern. Some people prefer the cleaner taste. What to look for: BPA-free cans or glass jars, spring water, or filtered water, rather than just water. Specific sourcing information, minimal ingredients, sardines, water, salt. How to use water-packed sardines: drain the water, then add your own extra virgin olive oil, lemon juice, herbs, or other healthy additions. This gives you complete control over the final product. Part 3: How to read sardine labels like a pro. Now that you know what to avoid and what to buy, let's talk about how to quickly assess any sardine tin you're considering. The 5-second label check. 1. Check the oil first. Is it olive oil or water? Green light. Is it soybean, vegetable, or cottonseed oil? Red flag, put it back. 2. Look for BPA-free. Should be clearly stated somewhere on the label or can. If it doesn't say BPA-free, assume it has BPA. 3. Check the source. Does it specify where the fish were caught? Transparency is good. Vague or missing information is a red flag. 4. Count the ingredients. Should be 3 to 5 ingredients maximum. More than that means unnecessary additives. 5. Check certifications. Look for sustainability certifications, third-party testing seals, or organic certifications if important to you. Price as a quality indicator. While expensive doesn't automatically mean better, very cheap sardines almost always cut corners somewhere. If a tin costs less than $3, be very skeptical about quality. Sustainable fishing matters. Look for certifications like MSC, Marine Stewardship Council, or similar organizations that verify sustainable fishing practices. This ensures fish populations aren't being depleted and that fishing methods minimize environmental impact. Glass jars versus cans. Glass jars eliminate BPA concerns entirely and often indicate a premium product. They're more expensive and heavier to ship, but some people prefer them for both safety and environmental reasons. Part 4: How to eat sardines for maximum health benefits. You've bought quality sardines. Now let's talk about using them effectively. How often to eat sardines? Research examining omega-3 intake suggests that 2 to 3 servings of fatty fish weekly provides substantial benefits. 1 tin of sardines counts as 1 serving. Some people eat them daily, which is generally considered safe given sardines' low mercury content. Preparation ideas: straight from the tin with crackers and hot sauce, mashed with avocado on toast, mixed into pasta with garlic and olive oil, on top of salads with lemon and herbs, blended into a spread with Greek yogurt and dill, mixed with eggs for a protein-packed scramble. Maximize the benefits. Eat the bones, they're soft and edible, providing calcium. Pair with vitamin D sources if eating for bone health. Add lemon or vitamin C rich foods to enhance mineral absorption. Don't rinse away the oil if it's quality olive oil. It contains nutrients to storage after opening. If you don't finish a tin, transfer remaining sardines to a glass container, cover with olive oil if needed, and refrigerate. Use within 2 to 3 days. Here's what you need to remember. Most canned sardines are not created equal. Avoid the 7 types we covered: sardines in soybean oil, BPA-lined cans, unspecified sauces, cheap grocery store brands, mystery vegetable oils, those with unnecessary additives, and cottonseed oil. These undermine the health benefits you're seeking. Instead, choose wild-caught sardines in olive oil or water, from transparent sources, in BPA-free packaging, with minimal ingredients. Yes, they cost more. But you're eating sardines for health benefits. Why compromise that with poor quality products? Check your pantry right now. Look at the sardines you currently have. Do they pass the test? If not, it's time to upgrade to brands that actually support your health instead of working against it. If this video opened your eyes to what's really in those little tins, smash that like button and subscribe to Vital Peak Enigma. We investigate what the food industry doesn't want you to know and give you practical information you can use. Drop a comment below. What brand of sardines do you buy? And have you been avoiding the red flags we covered today? I read every comment. Next video, we're exposing the truth about canned tuna, which types contain dangerous mercury levels, which ones are actually safe, and the surprising difference between chunk light and albacore. You won't want to miss it. Until then, upgrade your sardines, read those labels, and make choices that actually support the health benefits you're looking for.